Hello, beautiful one. This is the second episode of 2025. Welcome, welcome. Where are you? Where are you listening to this? What are you doing? What made you hit the play button? I'm so curious. As always, you can reach out to me on Instagram or email. I absolutely love to hear from you. And if something doesn't come through back for you, like if you don't hear a reply in about a week, try again. It means it didn't go through because I do reply to my emails and my messages. If you've been listening to my podcast, this is my 82nd episode total, close to 100. I like to do a combination of different types of episodes, and one of them is a little bit more experiential, and that's what this one is going to be. So often when you're hearing things, you're like, I don't want to go and do something right now. So don't worry, you don't have to go and do something right now, but gather this information. And when you're ready, or when you have created the space in your life to do it, practice this, what I'm going to share with you. So often when we look in the mirror, we are judging ourselves. So just think about it. You walk past a mirror, either in the bathroom, or maybe it's an unexpected mirror outside. Maybe it's a reflection on a particularly dark window or glass, and you see yourself. I bet you your first response, your first reaction upon seeing your reflection is to, check how you look, maybe in your face, make sure that you look okay, quote unquote, that you don't have anything in your teeth, or you might check your hair. You might look at your reflection in the body. And I bet again, the second thing you just like, your response is to check. The second thing I bet is that your response is to judge. And so you might say, "Oh, my hair is messy," or "Oh, I look tired," or "Oh, I'm getting so old," or "Look at all those wrinkles," or "Ooh, you look so fat in the mirror," or "Ah, I hate the way that outfit fits on you," or something, a critical negative judgment is probably your typical response. And so we use our reflection or the mirror to be mean to ourselves in a way. And if maybe sometimes you feel like, hey, I look good today, or hey, I like this, but more likely than not, that's the atypical response for you, right? So, what I want to invite you to do is to practice looking at yourself and being kind to yourself. And you might have heard something like this. I know Louise Hayes, really prominent healer, speaker, Hay House production, publications. So many books have come through her publications. I know she talks about this in Loving Yourself. And usually when you hear stuff like this, or if I'm channeling maybe my past self in you, and maybe I'm projecting a little bit, but often when you hear stuff you're like this, you're like, ugh, that's annoying. Ugh, I don't want to do that. Or oh, just another thing on my to-do list that I have to do. So if that's what you're feeling, I invite you to maybe not do this if you're not ready for it, or to make it your own. So I can give you some tips and some advice, but ultimately make it your own. Because when you make something your own, you're more likely to do it, you're more likely to enjoy it, and you're more likely to get benefits from it. Yeah, in health and fitness, there's so much. This is the right way. At least in life, actually, in life, there's so much. This is the right way. You got to do it this way. If you don't do it exactly this way, you're failing. Meh, meh. No, we're not about that here. You have your own experiences, you have your own journey, your own life story. Okay, so here are a couple ways that you can do it. And I recommend starting with the first one and then going on to the second one. Actually, you can do it both ways, but maybe it's gonna be easier to do number two if you start with number one. And that's not any Okay, well, yeah, I won't go there. Okay, so the first way is to consciously practice looking in the mirror and seeing yourself. When's the last time you looked in the mirror and you like locked eyes with you, with yourself? And again, if you're like most of us, you're gonna start to check yourself. What's wrong? What's wrong? What do I look like? And then number two, you're gonna judge yourself. Oh, I look ugly, or oh, I look tired, or oh, my cheeks are blah, blah, whatever. My hair is blah blah blah. I need to blah blah blah. Okay, that's gonna come up. Stay with yourself, keep looking. Look at yourself in the eyes. Look at the color of your eyes. Lock eyes with your beautiful self, with your face. And you can either open the dialogue and just start talking like, hey, use your name. Hey, Michelle. Hey. And then start to give love to yourself. Look at yourself and say, hey, I love you. Hey, you're beautiful. You are so attractive. You are so radiant. You're glowing. You're gorgeous. You're powerful. You're confident. You're valuable. You're worthy. You're loving. You're loved. You're love. You are connected with everything in the universe. Whatever it is, look at yourself and say kind words to yourself. Kind of like, have you ever experienced the kind of love where someone looks you in the eyes and there's nothing but love for you behind their eyes? I'm getting a little teary because it's such a beautiful experience to have that, and I'm lucky to have experienced that. But someone looks you in the eyes and you can see nothing but love in their eyes. And they might accompany it with words like, hey, I love you so much. You're so beautiful. You're so gorgeous, whatever. Those loving words. You can give that to yourself. So look yourself in the eyes, and it might be cringy, it might be uncomfortable, it might feel like the most awkward thing in the world at first. But if you can stick with it, you'll come into warmer waters where it feels a lot more nourishing and refreshing and comforting. You can do this with your body as well. I know if you do have a lot of activation around it, if you're very severely maybe in trauma, or you have a lot of negative experiences with your body, maybe stay with your face, stay with different parts of your body that feel less activating. It doesn't mean that you should always stay there. It doesn't mean that you're never going to go there. Just work at a pace that works for you. Work with a therapist if that is helpful. But take it a step further. Look at your body and extend that love. Feel grateful. And even if it feels like you're acting a little bit, go ahead, go into it. Your brain is likely not used to doing this. Of course, it's going to feel weird. It's like learning a new language. Like the first time I learned the Russian word zdravstvuyte. I had to say it over and over again for it to kind of roll off my tongue because of all the consonants. I wasn't used to making those sounds. Just like any language, your brain is not used to saying these words when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. So just say, hey, I'm grateful for you until it feels more and more natural. You get used to it. Wow, you look really good today. I love you so much. You look incredible. You are incredible. Look at how beautiful those lines are. Look at how beautiful your shape is. And this is not for any specific type of body. This is your body. Thinking as you look at these different body parts, what they're able to do, how they work with you and for you day to day, second by second, moment by moment. Look at your whole body and speak kindness. You might want to do it with clothes on. And then without clothes, and this is just for you, this is not for anyone else, but for you and your eyes. And practice looking at your body, your face, your reflection with adoration, appreciation, and affection, acceptance, and allowing. Those are the 5 A's. If you've ever read How to Be an Adult in Relationships, by the way, that's a good book. Those are the 5 A's. And they rolled off my tongue, so I'm not going to attempt to repeat them again. But you can give yourself that love with your body. And then the second way is when you do see your reflection, as you practice this more, this is why I say starting with that first can be more helpful, but I mean, both are okay. When you do look at your reflection really quickly, like you go to the bathroom, you're washing your hands, or you pass by a mirror, or you see your reflection, you're going to get more relaxed with having that reflexive, more positive response because you've practiced it intentionally. And these go hand in hand. So you don't have to start with the first one, but you'll notice your brain has more options to choose from when you practice being kind. So you might still be negative. Those thoughts, those negative, judgmental, critical thoughts might come up, but you'll also have another pathway to choose. You'll have the pathway of kindness and love and affection and appreciation, all those A's when you do see your body. And I want to make a note here because often we exercise or we work out, especially if you go to the gym or if you're like me and you work out mostly from home, you might have a mirror when you work out. And if you do go to a place where there's some measure of comparison where other people's bodies are in the mirrors or around, when you do practice this on your own, you'll be less likely to judge not only yourself, but others' bodies as well while you're moving. And if you want to take this challenge even further, something that you can do is not just look at your reflection while you work out, but while you eat. And I know that sounds a little bit weird. Something we do in the 4-H method is we have hero huddles, and one of those hero huddles we eat together. And there's something healing about eating around other people, eating with other people. It's different when you can see your reflection in a video or in a mirror. Notice the judgments that come up, and you can be kind to yourself with your eating image, your eating form. So that's if you want to even take it to a further level, but start with that, just looking in the mirror, look at your eyes. Do this for even a few minutes a day, or as you're getting ready in the morning or cleaning up in the evening, you can practice this. And if you really want intense, more intense, powerful results and woo, your soul and your body, your spirit emanating, just oozing out all of the goodness and brightness and love. Practice this for longer periods of time, like looking yourself in the mirror and saying you are, and finishing those sentences with loving, kind, powerful words. It could really transform your days, it could transform your life. But with these practices, my hope for you is that when you look in the mirror, you don't see something ugly or unworthy or unloved. You see so much love and beauty and power and power, because that is who you are. You are loved, you are worthy, you are powerful. Your childhood struggle piece of it. And what you're being asked to reassess right now